Let's start with troubleshooting. I think most of you people, when you try to make game or write code, there are very simple and basic things which we forget, and sometimes there are very complex things also. But most of the time, there are some silly stuffs which we forget. We forget to put semicolons, and we forget to put libraries, and some are easy to debug with the help of your terminal also. But when there is a logical error, it is difficult to debug with compiler. So we would be looking at all those debugging and troubleshooting, and we would try to make our program as optimized as possible. And I would try to even improve or update my game OCatch 8. So starting with, one of the error which you can get is something like this. Okay, in my compiler, I guess we can use rand function without this library also. All these troubleshooting is that we do not use using namespace std. When you do not use it, like for now let's not use it, then you can see what kind of problem occurs. So the compiler is not able to identify what is this cout, what is this endl, what is cin. Now if you write anywhere std cout, that is standard cout, then only it would be able to identify. But we do not wish to write all the time standard. So if you define in the top using namespace std, that will clear all your issues. Sometimes we even get random errors or numbers. To avoid that, if you're getting those type of error, you can even initialize what you have taken as a variable by making it to 0 or any number what you like. You can just initialize it so that you do not get any random number in your code. Yeah, there is one more common mistake which lot of people make is this data type, deciding the data type. I have kept it char. Some people might even keep int. Although I'm using numbers, I have kept char because no means the issue here is, if the person kept int, then we are going to get a different kind of error which you can see. Yeah, as you can see, our characters which we used for, if you are not able to see properly, as you can see, the characters which we use to make borders and everything are converted into numbers. So if you assign it x or o or any type of number, it just convert it into the integer value. So just keep in mind to convert it back to char. Now we have created this function. As I have already told you, that there was a time even I used to write these again and again, but when you see something repeating for a longer period of time, or in your code that has to repeat for a certain number of time, you should always convert it into a function. That would be very useful. That has been very useful to me, and this is a very basic kind of format of displaying the array. Actually, I guess this is the only format of displaying your array in C++. Now I had issues while making this function a lot, because in the start I want it to be displayed, and in the next other time I want it to get updated, and for that I was thinking what to do, and then I came up with the idea of using flag. Since if you want something to repeat for a different number of time and the other thing to repeat for a different number of time, like for example you want to print numbers for 3 times and you want characters to be printed the whole other time of your code, then for printing the numbers 3 times you can use a counter to count it 1 2 3. Since I had to repeat this part of code only once at the start, that's why I'm using a flag. You can use a counter, and then you can run a particular code for a particular number of time. This code basically just defines the borders, and in this also people mistake by putting here 1. You should always remember that the array starts with 0. And here is my character. I had this, I forgot in the beginning. Yeah, this is also a part of my troubleshoot. I did not give an initial position to my array. You can see what happens if I do not give this. If I do not give this, let's just run and see what happens. Yeah, this was my error in the start. I was missing my O because it is here. It is actually here. Because the initial number it has taken is at this 00 position. So I was missing my O. For that I have just decided one initial position for my O, and that I have given as this value. For the rest of the time, I wanted the update code to be run. As I said, I wanted that part of code, this part of code to run only once, and I want this part of code to run for the rest of the time. And this is the main important part, as whenever I would say that I want to update, means whenever this update flag would become true, this is going to work, and this I will explain while saying how the input works, and then I'll explain. So all these are functions, and this function has made it easy to debug also. If there is some error, I can look function wise what the error is. That's why I have used function. So there is a function of input, there is a function of logic. One important thing, now let's start with function input. The important thing here is that I have used char input because I want to see what my input is. That's why I have taken char. In the other functions I have just written void because I do not wish to take any value from the function, but in this particular case in input I want the value. So same in this, there was a start time when I wanted something to run and the other things not to run, so I used this, and for the other part I wanted this. Now this is the important part. Whenever a person inputs something, it is taken into the switch case. The switch case checks, then we go into the move function. Yeah, there is one more error which you can perform is break. If you miss the break, it will execute all other functions. Like if I missed all these break, then it is going to first execute this also, it will execute this also, and that would just mess your code and your logic. So getting back, so just keep in mind about that, and we are going into move function. This endl is also an important part, because if you do not put this, all this come would into one single line, and that would just mess up the detail which you want to give to the user. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I was talking about move function. In this function, first of all, I did not put this. When I did not put this, it makes some kind of trouble for me because my last O position remains there only. What this function is doing, it is actually removing my O from the last position. So don't forget to use this statement, it is important. And yeah, this condition is also important because I have written if it is less than 1 or greater than 8, my present ball position should be equal to my past ball position. And why this is important, that I would like to show you by doing this. Let's just see how it is important, because we understand some things by seeing. And now we are going to execute it. Now what did I do? Now let's just see, This is my error, if you can see properly. The error is that it is actually touching the boundary, which I do not want my character to go out of the boundary or touch the boundary. So that's why this function is important. And according to that logic of input, I have changed position, and the present position also became my past position, so that when we return to this function, my present position, which now have become past position, would become 0. And I can also show you, if we do not have this, then what is the error. I believe now you have understood the problem. That's why this statement is very important, so that we do not get a repetition of our character O. And as you can see, this is the logic which was not very clear in our last O catch 8 presentation. In this, I'm making it clear that I have written logic according to me. You can write according to yours. If the present position of O is equal to the present position of 8, and present position of y coordinate of 8 is equal to present position of O, then our update becomes true. This line simply means that when O catches 8, at that time the update should become true, and the present position means, as you can see here, this position. When O reaches this position of 8, then there an O should become, an O should be there, and O should be there, because if we do not write this statement, O would be missing from that position. So this is also important. And you already know the int main function, which I explained in the previous video. So if you want to know more about it, or if you haven't checked that video, I would suggest you to go and check that video. That is my first video, so I don't know what means I might not be that much good at it, but I just request you to understand as much as you can. I would like to thank you, and stay blessed, keep learning, and please subscribe to my channel.